people who descended from Lot, the 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 nephew of Abraham. Now, Moabites were noted to be very good when it came to seduction. Why? Because in the book of Genesis, now it is recorded that even the daughters of Lot, when they wanted to have children and there was no man, because Sodom and Gomorrah had been destroyed with fire by God, when there was no man for the daughters of Lot who were saved out of the fire, when they realized that they could not have children because they could not have husbands, they got their father drunk and they had sex with him so that they could get children. You can read this from Genesis 19, 30 to 38. So the daughters of Lot seduced their father. Now, later on, in the story of Israel moving from Egypt to Canaan, when they got closer to the land of Moab, in the plains of Moab, and they wanted to enter the city, the king of Moab did not want them to enter that city. So he hired a prophet called Balaam to curse the Israelites. When Balaam failed to curse the Israelites, or when his curses failed and it turned to be blessing, the next tool that Balaam used that got some of the Israelite men, got them off hook, was that Balaam used Moabite women to seduce some of the men of Israel, and that brought a lot of problems for the people of Israel. You can read that one too from Numbers chapter 25 verses 1 to 3. So this shows that women from Moab were very good when it comes to seduction. They were very crafty, and Ruth is coming from that background. So Ruth was very good in that, was expected to be very good in that. And on top of that, Naomi, an old woman, coached Ruth as to how to seduce Boaz. But what is important here is that as you read the text, you see that Boaz is shown quietly handling the situation like a gentleman. And that is the crux of my interactions with you, that Boaz handled the situation of seduction like a gentleman, and not either as an old fool or a village slout, a village lout, or a village hooligan. He may be countrified, he may seem to be uncouth, but he has dignity and restraint. And this is very important, that as a gentleman, you must show dignity and restraint when you are under seduction. When you find yourself in a situation of seduction, where the woman is doing everything possible to seduce you when she is not your wife, you should not take it to be more or less what people will say in Ghana as there's a term that Ghanaian young men use. They say it is scholarship. But here in the book of Ruth, Boaz handles the issue or the situation of seduction with a lot of care, with a lot of maturity. He shows dignity and restraint. Boaz was a man with like passion, like you and me, though being pursued by a woman with a premeditated tendency of seducing him, rose to the occasion to prove that men have what it takes to put their sexual urges under control, and to disprove the socio-cultural fallacy that males have wild and outrageous sexual passion. Here, it is the woman, rather, who is seen loose. The woman is here loose, whilst the man shows an incredible restraint and power. Because to Boaz, the woman in this case Ruth, is neither a sex toy nor a windfall. Thus, he disciplines himself toward the woman until the acceptable marital rights are fully performed before accepting the conjugal rights. And this is so important. It's a lesson for all men that we need to show a lot of restraint and dignity in a situation of seduction. That is why my topic is a gentleman in seduction. That is a gentleman in a situation of seduction. Where the woman is seducing you, sometimes it is a trap. Sometimes this woman may have up her sleeve the tendency of blackmailing you. That is why she has come to your life and she's attempting to seduce you. Don't be caught by that. You must be careful, that you must be gentle. You must show that you are a gentleman. If the woman is not a wife to you, do not give in. You must take control of your sexual passion or your sexual urges and tell yourself that I am a gentleman. I will not go to bed with this woman because she's not my wife or she's not my wife yet. And even if she can become my wife, I am not going to go to bed with her until all I's are dotted and all T's are crossed. That is, until all the acceptable marital rights are performed. I will not go to bed with this woman. That will show that you are a strong man. It will show that you have dignity and you have restraint. I'm encouraging all men to learn from Boaz, who showed a lot of restraint and dignity in the situation of seduction, so that we will preserve our lives. There are women that come to men's life and attempt to seduce them just because they want to steal from you, want to seduce you, and after sex, when you have lost your control, they will take your money. When you have lost your control, they will take a video of you and use it to blackmail you all the days of your life. Sometimes these women are on contract killing and they can take up your life. So let's learn this lesson from Boaz and show that men too can show restraint, and we can take control of our sexual passion. May the Lord bless you and keep you and give you the strength to overcome all forms of seduction as a man at the workplace, at the university, in colleges, in schools, in the church, and everywhere you find yourself. In Jesus' name. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel so that every video that I make, you can have the notification. There are a lot of videos that I'm going to make and I've already made that can bless your life to the glory of the Lord. See you in another video. God bless you.